In the Star Trek Picard finale, Jack Crusher was given a Starfleet position that, if Star Trek Legacy is approved, will give Deanna Troi's original mission a new perspective. Jack Crusher, the son of Beverly Crusher and Jean-Luc Picard, made his television debut in Season 3 of Star Trek Picard. With the aid of his father, Jack was able to fend off the Borg's influence, despite nearly destroying Starfleet. After becoming a Vox of Borg, he later enrolled in a hastened course of study at Starfleet Academy, where he completed it in 1 year and attained the rank of Ensign. Jack Crusher was granted a special job when he reported for service on his first assignment, in addition to this expedited career path within Starfleet. On board the USS Enterprise G, Jack would serve as Captain 7 of 9 Special Counselor, and Picard's epilogue even gave him pride of honor on the bridge in the chair to her left. Surprisingly, this position and role remind one of Deanna Troi, who played the ship's counselor in Star Trek TNG, and stood to Captain Picard's left on the USS Enterprise D's bridge. However, Jack's new position is distinct from Troi's assignment in a few key ways. Unlike Troi, Jack Crusher will only be working as a counselor to his captain in Star Trek Legacy, not to the rest of the crew as well. This is probably because Jack isn't a certified mental health professional, which is the main factor. Troi served as a therapist for the entire crew of the Enterprise D, not just the captain, in her capacity as the ship's counselor. Being Jack in this position would be absurd, but as a special advisor, he will be able to make use of his other skills and continue to have a relationship with Captain 7 of 9 that may be somewhat reminiscent of Troi and Captain Picard's on Star Trek The Next Generation. Beyond this, Jack's new function in Star Trek Legacy aims to underscore his unique status in Starfleet. Jack is unlike most officers of his rank and age because of his ancestry, skill set, and accelerated academy course load. He has skills and instincts that most of the Enterprise G crew lacks, and he already has a special bond with Captain 7 from their battle against the Borg changeling conspiracy in Season 3 of Star Trek Picard. Instead of just putting Jack in a familiar Starfleet position, it would have been much wiser to give him a distinctive role that would allow him to benefit from all of these factors. The 7 of 9's Enterprise G should have a true ship's counselor in Star Trek Legacy, considering the trauma the crew has already experienced, even though Jack is in an excellent position as special counselor to the captain. Star Trek Picard's epilogue revealed that the crew of the Enterprise G is the same as when it was the USS Titan A, indicating that the majority of them were forcibly assimilated by the Borg during their attempted takeover of Starfleet. Any young crew members on the Enterprise G now have to deal with the trauma of being ex-Borg and what they were forced to do while assimilated, a situation that obviously calls for some sort of mental health professional on board. The Star Trek franchise has largely ignored the ship's counselor position since Troi on TNG, with the exception of Ezri Dax on Star Trek Deep Space Nine. The amount of traumatic events Starfleet crews experience on a regular basis, however, has highlighted the need for a ship's counselor on every ship in the fleet, as seen in recent series like Star Trek Discovery and the current Star Trek Picard. For the sake of the Enterprise G crew, it is hoped that Star Trek Legacy would feature a ship-wide counselor. Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. You can like the video and subscribe to the channel to see more breakdowns if you like it. I appreciate your time and interest.